Hey guys, what's up? Today I'm back with another video. It's Fan, of course, and I'm gonna be trying to show you guys just like a normal ladder game here. Uh, the meta in this game changes a lot and it changes constantly, so take all the cards here in my deck with a grain of salt. But so far, this is a combination that I've found works pretty well for me. It's kind of like a minion orientated deck. We have the Lady Tender at the moment, costs 8 mana, discounts for 2 mana every 4 seconds if she gets this full charge, and that synergizes pretty well with the rest of the minions here. We have Vex for offense. Well, Vex is pretty versatile, but really good at getting tower damage in particular. We have a Malady, just overall pretty good ranged hero. Summons imps, which are really annoying and good. We have the golems here. Golems are really good against Vex. If you place the 4 golems on top of Vex, it soaks up all of his special ability missiles and kills them pretty fast when your opponents put a Vex next to your tower or something. Got the Aya as always. Spells cost -2 mana, just really good. And the summon a reverse sandstorm. The push effect of the sandstorm, really, really strong as well. Last but not least, we have Gargoyle, just kind of like an annoying uh, air unit there. And we have Vermilion as well, which is a pretty strong unit because it has good range and it has a potential to bash. So it's really good against single target minions. So let's see what we have here. We see in our starting hand we have the Malady, the Aya, the Golem, and the Missile. Now, okay, so we're playing against someone that's quite a bit lower ranked here. So out of this starting hand, I would start with either the Malady or the Aya. I'm gonna go for the Malady start for a more of a aggressive opener. It puts on more pressure than the Aya does. Actually going to go for the most offensive possible tower here, just to protect my push a little bit. Gonna drop a Gargoyle here because he's dropping stuff on my tower. And while he's attacking my top area, I'm gonna drop a Vex into his bottom towers because just kind of split his attention. There's a chance he doesn't do anything about it, and you see he didn't do anything about it, which is really good for me because that single Vex did a ton of damage here. I'm gonna drop the golems here to soak up Bo's first hit very efficiently. We don't want to drop our expensive units. Ideally, in my deck, the best card to soak up that Bo first hit is the golems because we get 4 of them. They're pretty expendable. Alright, so he put a tower on the bottom side here because it's weak. I'm gonna drop Lady Tender on top side. Ideally, you want Lady Tender to stay alive as long as possible. You see her charges ticking down there. As soon as her charges are full, we're gonna summon one. We're just gonna try and abuse the charges as much as possible. Gonna summon another one. So we have 4 mana discounted already because of Lady Tender. Summon another one. That's 6 mana discounted because of Lady Tender. And I'm gonna try and get one more out here. And there we go. So that's 8 mana discounted by Lady Tender. So she basically paid for herself in that run. Really, really good card in my opinion there. I'm gonna promote more towards defense. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get his bottom tower really soon here. Going to drop the golems on top of the range units. Another pretty good strategy. Dropping the melee golems on the range units when they cross the bridge onto your side is a very efficient way of removing those range units with low HP but high health pools. Okay, so we're entering Mana Mania mode here. So I'm going to drop the Tender first. Actually, going to drop this now. We're gonna try and start a pretty heavy push on top side this time because I'm pretty sure that we're gonna get the bottom one here. Gonna tower up as well here. Keep building units. Gonna drop an Aya. He's got a ton of units there. I want some pushback on the units. And we took out bottom tower there, which is good. And we're starting a push of our own. So at this point, I have 2 healthy towers. I don't really need to do anything. If he can't take the healthy towers out in 2 seconds, I basically win the game. And there's really no way he can take it, so it's basically game over here. Oh, and that's that. It's kind of how the the deck that I'm currently using works. Um, let's play a few more here. So that guy was quite a bit underrated for me. I don't think I get any points. So yeah, you can see in the match history, you don't get any points. I think if they're about like 700, if you're rated like 700 more than the other guy, you don't win any points for beating them. It's just since it's closed beta or limited access beta, and there's not many people in the game right now because it's so new. This kind of mismatch happens sometimes, but yeah, no big deal there. Queue for another one real fast here. Let's see. So pretty fast queues right now. Looks like we got another game right away. Hmm. Looks like we're not really getting too many people that are high ranked here. It's kind of actually interesting. I was just playing some 1K people right before I decided to record this video. Guess it's a bit of a unlucky timing. So same drill. I'm gonna start my push on the bottom side here. I have two decent pushing units out already. Gonna hold my mana here. Um, Waiting to respond to him. So he made a tower. I'm gonna do the gargoyle. One thing you can do there is placing the gargoyle along the water here because it can just fly over, or any flying unit can fly over and put a lot of pressure on towers. Something that I do enjoy doing from time to time. Okay, so here I'm gonna put my golems out, and I'm gonna do a pushback here too because he's looks like he's got a lot of units there. Gonna put a Vex behind him, and as soon as my charge goes up again, I'm gonna put more units here. It looks like we're starting a push here. Have a lot of units here, so I'm just gonna keep up the pressure. Alright. So doing okay so far. I'm pretty sure this unit will trade more or less with both of those. Need a few tower shots here, but no big deal. Once again, I'm just holding my mana, waiting to see what he does. I'm going to put a aggro tower, most aggro position here, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to be pushing hard now. I'm going to put a Lady Tender on top side because this tower is at 260 HP, and that's so low that I'm confident that I will be able to get it. So I'm going to start projecting a push top side here. Put out the Aya real fast. And as soon as this goes, I'm going to put a Vex here. And I'm going to drop a Vermilion here. So we've done as much as we can out of our, we're just trying to get as much as we can out of our Lady Tender there. Gonna build a tower real fast here. Drop a missile because he's stacking his units pretty heavily. I should have done that missile maybe like 3 seconds earlier. It would have helped us, I think, save a unit or two, but it's not the end of the world. It's fine. Drop another Lady Tender. So I see I have a Vex now, so as soon as the Lady Tender thing... Actually, I'm just going to drop it real fast. He's putting some pressure back onto me. I'm going to start defending my base real fast here. Going to take some damage there, but we shouldn't lose it. And we also killed their bottom tower with the Vex, so we should be in a pretty good spot here. So looks like he's going to try to push top side, so I'm just going to concentrate all my forces top side, because once again, all we need to do is hold off this push. We still have both towers alive and we win, and that's game. Yeah. Pretty simple stuff. Let's try for maybe one more game, see if we can find a higher ranked opponent. Yeah. See if let's see what we got here. I don't play this game too much. Just started climbing again today. I fell to about rank 30 or something because I didn't play for quite a few days. But we're climbing again. Decided to try to play it out. The meta's changed some. This game gets patched, at least right now, pretty frequently. It's not. It's still in like the early stages of balance from what I can tell. So pretty frequent patches. I think the game right now is kind of like it's in a good state. Like not everything is balanced, but it's balanced enough. The game feels pretty fun. And yeah, I actually don't. I actually don't play this game too much because can see my username there. It says FanHots. That's the game that I actually play full time. I actually play Heroes of the Storm full time, which is a MOBA by Blizzard. Pretty fun game. You guys should check that out sometime as well. But this is a pretty fun like side game, I have to say. A lot of strategy from a basic simple game. Looks like the queues are slowing down here now. If we don't find anyone that's like 1k or above here, that'll probably be the end of this video. Kind of showing you guys just the gameplay and the strategy behind the games. Now, obviously, depending on your deck, your strategy is going to change, but you know, taking note the concepts of pushing, defending, you know, placing aggressive towers, placing defensive towers. The core mechanics of the game will stay the same. So I still think that, you know, hopefully this video will be pretty useful to you guys who are trying to learn how to play this game and climb the ladder. Yeah, looks like we found another game here. Let's see what we have. Alright, so another relatively new person. Um, well, we'll just give you guys one more example. So starting with Lady Tinder, in my opinion, is actually one of the best starts. Okay, so this guy actually committed a full rat pack. I'm gonna commit the missile to it. Missile plus Vex takes out the full rat pack, but my missile actually didn't trigger there. It was a little slow to trigger, and you can see when they place like fully aggressive rat packs like that, you have to deal with it instantly, or you're gonna lose an absolute ton of life on your towers. You can see I was 1 or 2 seconds slow in my response, and I took half my tower life and damage already, which is pretty nasty, but it's okay. We have 2 minutes to kind of recover it, and I'm not too worried. Should be able to recover just fine, I think. Alright, so we got his tower lower than he got ours, so our counter push was successful there. Rat Pack does cost 16 mana, so even though I did deal with it a bit late, it pretty much drained most of his mana. Damn. Alright, I wanted to do another Lady Tender push, but since I had to do the golems to respond to the Moxie, which was also like a second late by me, I'm just gonna hit with the Vex. And the reason for that is because when you have stuff that's just like walking up to the enemy towers, whether it be like those golems or a Lady Tender or whatever, the tower is gonna start shooting them, and they're gonna place a unit to deal with your unit. So that's like one of the best times to kind of do like a two-pronged attack like I did with that Vex, because they either can't deal with the Vex or they'll have to commit another thing to the Vex. It also adds kind of like an element of surprise, right? Like they're trying to deal with one attack and you just add another one. Generally a pretty successful tactic. I'm gonna place another aggressive tower here because I feel like I'm winning, and the aggressive tower can zone a little bit in terms of your pushing units. Not much, but a little bit. I'm gonna drop my golems on top of this Moxie. It's really important to get the Moxie gone as soon as possible. And you can see they skipped his offensive golems because I dropped them behind the Moxie. Take out the Moxie first. The Moxie is the damage dealer, and we can deal with the golems later. Drop some light defense on this side as well because he's really trying to pressure that tower down. If he doesn't get this tower, I automatically win the game. So I'm just going to start dropping more defenses towards this side of the map. I'm going to missile real fast here. Once again, that missile is like second slow too. My reaction speed kind of like a second slower, I find, when I'm talking, but it's alright. This should be game over. There's no way he can take out this tower unless he missiles it and hits it with something else, which he did not do. And there you can see dropping the golems on top of the Vex. If you do it precisely or very close to the Vex, either surrounding it or very close, all of the Vex's special abilities will not hit the tower, which is a very crucial trick, at least at this time. So yeah, that'll be it for me for this video. I'll take this and label it maybe as a basic introduction to the gameplay, and maybe I'll label it like basic ladder as we hit some relatively okay opponents in the 600 rankings, but we didn't really hit any of the good to great opponents in the 1K plus range of medals. So maybe next time I'll record one, we'll have more luck. But thank you very much for watching, guys. If you like this content, make sure to subscribe to the Fan Gaming YouTube, where I will be making more videos about this game, all kinds of tips, tricks, tutorials, gameplay, whatnot. So, yep, I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.